Welcome back to another episode of the Vibes Podcast, man. It's your boy Two Dimple King, your favorite Leo. And I got somebody here, man. We done talked for about 30 minutes. She got tea. She got beef with some people on the streets, but we'll figure that out. Go ahead and tell people who you are.
So my name is Jamilah. I'm an esthetician here in Baltimore. Handmade soap. Got my own skincare line. In school for therapy. You know, got a few things going on.
I would just like to say real quick, y'all. Before we pressed rolling, her whole tone was different. But we gonna skip past that. We're gonna skip past that. So you said your name was Jamilah, right?
Yes.
What got you into this soap game?
What got me into the soap game? Okay. So this was right before COVID. I was inspired by an esthetician that's in New Orleans.
Okay.
Queendom Aesthetics. And
Shout out
to Queendom Aesthetics. Okay. I was trying to catch her. She was on tour and I couldn't catch her.
Okay.
So, For the Love of Bubbles. That's her business name.
Shout out to Bubbles.
I saw that she had a class here, so I took her class. And well, actually, the class was postponed. It was supposed to be December 2019.
Oh, your mind is immaculate.
I remember this for a reason. You'll see why. So it's supposed to be December 2019, but it got postponed to February 2020. So I took it then, but then in March I had to close my shop. So what was I doing at home? Making soap.
Why'd you have to close your shop?
Because of COVID. It was 2020.
Oh, yeah. How much money did you put into the shop before it closed?
Well, I was renting a space at Salons by JC in Towson.
Okay.
And it was like $270 a week. So thankfully they didn't make us pay while we had to
Right.
Yeah. So I was lucky with that. So yeah, I just was at home making soap using my stimulus check. And
them stimulus checks was moving way back in the day.
I used it to buy the products and stuff.
All the products expensive.
Yes. And that's what I need people to understand, that when they ask, why is your soap so expensive? Because natural soap is like all natural ingredients. It's not the regular soaps are synthetic detergents, right?
Okay.
All that mass produced stuff is nothing but synthetic detergents because they got to send it across everywhere. So
mass produced.
It's mass produced. So that's why it's so cheap. When you got something that's handmade, it's going to be more expensive. So all those oils, coconut oil, shea butter, mango butter, whatever. Then the essential oils. We all know essential oils are expensive. Fragrances.
There's a man on the bus stop right now selling oils.
Okay. That stuff is expensive.
So you started making the soap, and then you went to Bubbles class.
I went to her class first to learn how to make soap.
All right.
And then that's when I had to close my shop where I'm doing the services and stuff.
All right.
And so I couldn't do that stuff. So I had to just make soap at home, and I had to sell it online, and people supported me. So
did you grow this? How did you grow this base? Was it word of mouth? You did Instagram?
Instagram. I already had a following on Instagram. So I was posting in my story, after I took the class. Whenever I start something, I go hard. It's a lot of people who take classes and they never try. They never, I went hard. When I got that stimulus money, I was like, well, I already got the skill. Let me go ahead and buy this stuff now. I got the money now.
You wasn't already buying crab legs and bullshit.
No, I'm not buying. I don't buy bullshit. Nah, I'm going to invest in my business because I see, the longevity of it. So, yeah, I was, buying all the... I had, hella oils. I had, shelves of oils, hella stuff.
How, right now, from growing that, do you see yourself as being successful?
Yes.
Oh, now you're going to tell the truth.
So, I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to do better with these positive affirmations and just speaking life into who I am. Because I really wasn't. I'm I don't think I'm where I'm supposed to be. And I still feel like I want to be, further along, but I'm really trying to speak more, and I'm trying to speak it into existence more.
From what I was telling you earlier, a lot of people that I've had relations with, or whatever the case, you know what I mean?
These people.
They know you. They speak on that you do the soaps, which are amazing. Then you got the esthetician thing going on. From what I heard, your wax game is immaculate.
Popping. Yeah. I don't play about the vaginas, man. Especially my black women. I don't play about their vaginas.
Because I'm going to speak for the men. You'll see a lot of vaginas that have them dark spots after getting shaved or waxed. Yes. Where does that come from?
Okay, so let's educate our people.
Come on.
Okay. So when we get dark marks anywhere on our body as black people, it comes from the healing process.
Right.
When we have any type of inflammation from a burn, it could be from a pimple, it could be from an ingrown. The melanin starts to produce at a fast rate.
Okay.
And that's where you get the dark marks.
So it's not a bad thing.
It's a nuisance. It's a nuisance. And then you know, to work to get rid of them, if they're old, a lot of the time people don't know what to do. So they had them for like 10 years and they're like, all right, I'm going to try to do something about this. And now it's like hard as hell to try to get rid of them.
Oh, so you got to start getting on this early.
As soon as you see dark marks, you got to start treating them immediately because it's easier to treat them that way. When they're old as hell, you're going to be like, it ain't working, ain't nothing working. But they're old as hell.
Said that's old coochie. That's all that is. Old that's old coochie. You were saying that you're not originally from Baltimore because you don't have an accent at all.
I do, but I kind of forced it away a little bit because
that's terrible.
Yeah, like people judge you when you sound country, and I still do. Yeah. I'm a little geechee still. Shout out to Seaport, Savannah. What's up? Okay, but yeah, I kind of forced it away a little bit because people judge you. But now I just talk like this. So
now you just talk like this.
Yeah.
You, for everybody that don't know, you had a event this weekend. You know who you are when she tell you what happened. What happened at this event this weekend?
Okay, so this event was supposed to be a going away party for my clients. I've been in Baltimore for 10 years, but I've been in the beauty industry for 9 years. Started with makeup and transitioned into esthetician work. I really wanted to tell the people that supported me, thank you. So I wanted to have a spa party for them, a spa going away party for them. Essentially, it was more so for them than it was for me, honestly.
Okay, so you just been a good business owner. That's all that was.
Yeah, I just wanted to tell the folks, like, thank you for supporting me. Like, I wouldn't be here without y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I was, promoting it, and I got 14 RSVPs. Actually, one doesn't count because my best friend is in Japan, and she just was just being funny, and she just supported me. And
shout out to you.
Shout out to my girl, Ashate. I love you, girl. But so it was 13 people essentially that was supposed to RSVP. Another friend the day before ended up telling me she wasn't coming. So now we down to 12 people, right? It was only from 2 to 4. It was supposed to be some quick little shindig. Right. I purchased just like some finger foods, like some fruit, some macaroni salad, some I got like some turkey sandwiches. I got some wine. Got a few bottles of wine.
Okay.
I got a DJ. I got shout out to Alexis. She did the balloons.
Okay.
The balloons were fire. Set it off. I was very anxious about this as well because I never had a grand opening or anything like that because people don't freaking show up. You know what I'm saying? And I never did events. I'm not an event person.
Okay.
Like, this was all so very new to me. So only 4 people showed up. Only 4 people showed up. They showed up late as well, but
it's only from 2 to 4. How late?
They showed up around like 3:30, and somebody showed up at 5. And I ate her out. As soon as she walked in, I was like, "Sis." It said the flyer said from 2 to 4, and she was like, "I was asleep." And in my head, I'm like, "She came. You know what I'm saying? She came."
Oh, we really gonna accept that though? We gonna accept that, business lady?
That's a great question.
We gonna accept that?
It's a great question. Are we accepting this? So that's what I've been pondering about for the past couple hours. I've been talking to friends and talking to family. I'm like, yo, I feel some type of way. Like, it was irritating because I spent money on that. And I really didn't do that for me. I did that because I wanted to do something nice for them. Nobody texted me and said nothing. Nobody said, I'm not coming. I had somebody RSVP the same day and didn't show up. That morning she popped up. So I'm like, oh yeah, that's going to be cool. Like, okay, I got some of my favorite clients on this list. Okay. No.
How did it feel to have that happen?
Let me tell you my first initial reaction. My employee, Jamilah, I was talking to her. She's the
got
first
employees.
one.
Okay.
She's the first person I told about it.
She got employees. Okay.
She was like, be calm, it's gonna be okay. I was like, no, I'm irritated. And I was like, this is telling me I'm making the right decision to get up out of here. This is telling me it's time for me to go. This is another sign for me right here. That was my first reaction. I was like, yeah, it's time to go.
So and you're moving to where?
Atlanta.
So because of this event,
don't you dare. Don't
because
you dare.
of this event, your client is making you pretty much solidify, I got to get out of here.
You know what? Some of the reason why I'm leaving is because of my clients. Because they're not consistent. They don't.
You know, you really saying this right now?
I am, because I tell them when they come in and I'm waxing them or I'm doing their face, I'll be like, it's been slow. I'll tell them straight up. It's been slow. You know, I haven't seen some people that I would typically see on a regular. Like, it's just real. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is.
What is what's a fast good month look like for you, client wise or booking wise?
I would say I would have at least 4 to 5 clients a day, and I work Tuesday through Saturday.
Okay.
It's been one person a day, if that.
Have you reached out to them clients that's not coming back?
Some of them, but not really. I mean, maybe because I have to kind of checked out. It frustrated me so bad. I think I kind of checked out. I've never actually experienced this too. Like, this is the first time I've ever experienced it being so slow. So it's like a new thing for me to navigate.
This is new in business, baby.
Yeah. As an entrepreneur, you know, it's like you go through all these like
won't you?
Like this, like, and so like I'm kind of like at this right now where I'm
that's the shittiest part.
It's so shitty. It's so shitty. It's so shitty, and people don't understand. They just see it when they like, yeah, she out here popping, she traveling, she doing this, she doing that, but like no. Like, it be the dumps sometimes.
But you wouldn't see that from your online personality. From what I've seen. You traveling. You got your business going on.
Yeah.
You don't show these lows that you're in right now. I talk
about it, dude. On my stories, sometimes I do talk about it. Sometimes I talk about it. Yeah. And I have like a video talking about how I was in personal bankruptcy and stuff like that. Some people know that I had to sell my house. I went through divorce and stuff like that. I've shared that stuff.
What were you, before your business started, were you married?
Before it started, was I married? No. It was like all in the mist. I got married in 2016.
Okay.
And I started makeup in 2014.
Oh. Did you enjoy being married?
Yes, until
that was not a confident.
Yes. You know, when you think back on the past.
How old were you when you got married?
I was 26.
Okay, so you was a decent adult age, yeah.
Yeah.
And you said how long did y'all know each other?
20s. We were together for about 4 to 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I can ask, what led to the divorce? Was it the business? What? Because y'all were together for 5 years.
Yes, and I learned a valuable lesson.
Okay.
So he was the first person that did not cheat on me.
Oh wow. Okay.
I felt like he was completely loyal to me. Like I never had a question about that, and we got along well, and we did well with finances, right?
Okay.
So, young little old me, that's not enough. There's other things that can go wrong, but those things were going wrong before I got married. And I just was like ignoring it.
So you're saying, hold on. Gotta speak for the men. So you sit here telling me that money was fine. He loved you right. He wasn't cheating on you. What the fuck?
He was not assertive. He allowed people to run over him and it trickled over into our relationship. And one main person was his mother. So the whole mama's boy thing, I don't rock with that. You gotta, if we gonna be together and I'm your wife, your girlfriend, you gotta show some respect. Somehow you gotta make sure like your mom is not wilding out here, because I'm not dealing with that.
So,
and you ain't gotta be disrespectful to your mom. I'm not saying you gotta. So what you gotta do? Say something to her, like, "Hey, mom, I don't appreciate that." Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would like it if you just chill out.
Right.
Don't be a pussy about it. Don't be. I don't think she's being malicious.
But that's your mama.
I don't give a damn if it was your grandma. You need to let her know if she's out of line. You don't have to be disrespectful about it.
But do you see, that's why a lot of people, especially men, say women don't know what they want. You just say you had the perfect guy.
I
and the problem was because he wasn't assertive.
I admit that. I admit, looking back on it, that I should have just left when all that was going on. I shouldn't have let it carry on to a marriage.
Oh, so it was just not. But this was before the whole marriage thing took place.
That's what I'm saying. This was like I saw the signs before the marriage, and I still got married because of that. All that other stuff, like okay, everything's good. I think, but marriage amplifies things. So whatever's going on before marriage, what makes you think it's gonna change? What was I thinking? Little old young me.
At this grown age now, though,
yeah.
Looking back on it, would you, if somebody came into your life right now, could you deal with it now? Like as an adult, you're like,
could I do what?
Just having a little mama's boy situation, like bare bones. That's really not that big of a deal.
Yeah, it can become a problem. She was actually living with us at one point before we got married.
Okay, boss lady.
Yeah, like no, it was. So we were broke as hell. First of all, when we met, we moved in together pretty early, like within like 3 months of knowing each other.
You was in love?
Yeah, we was in love.
Jesus Christ.
That was my boo. And we had a 2-bedroom apartment because we was like, well, this is fresh and new. So if what if we don't really
like
rock
each other
with this?
today?
Yeah, let's have separate rooms or whatever. So long story short, she used to move real weird, and she was always back and forth, this place, that place, and she needed a place to stay. But he made it seem like she needed a place to stay, and he was like the middleman, but he was like making it seem different to her and making it seem different to me.
That's moms, yeah.
Yeah, so he was like, well, she can help us. She can give us $500 a month. And
as a broke person, that's a lot of goddamn money.
I was like pondering, like, well, we're broke. We're in college and we're broke. And we just got this apartment. So, yeah, I was like, okay. And
it didn't go right.
She moved in, and mind you, before that, she had all her stuff in our apartment. We never got to enjoy our apartment. Act like she didn't want to get it out of there. But when she moved in, magically that stuff was gone. I came home one day. The whole apartment smelled like her house. It was a welcome mat there. The kitchen had
Mama was mama.
Mama was mama. But not only that, his stepdad was living with us, and
did you get finessed?
And his little sister.
Did you get finessed?
Yes, I came home to this.
Are you an assertive wife?
I was not.
So hold on. So you was dealing with a man that wasn't assertive, and you in turn was not assertive.
I was not. I wasn't prepared for all of that.
So,
but we weren't married then. Now this is before now, and this is what I'm saying. All that happened, and I still went and got married. Okay.
So you felt like you were neglected pretty much in that situation, in that regard.
Yeah, because when I mentioned how I felt about it, he brushed it off, and I found out years later that he went and complained to his mother that I was complaining about how she was acting. Like we would come home, she was standing in the living room brushing her teeth one day, and she didn't even speak. She was mad, like. And I'm just like, how you in our house acting like this?
Are you easy to please or easy to be neglected?
What kind of question is this?
Because you sat here and said that you let this go on and didn't say anything.
I mentioned it to him, but he didn't. That's what I'm saying. He ain't really
nothing about it. And then you grew out of that. You divorced.
Had a few little relationships after that.
How long you been single?
I have been single since 2019, or am I in January 2020?
Is that by choice? With the business and everything, is that by choice?
It's by choice because I have not found somebody that I am willing to let go of my freedom for. I'm just playing. I haven't found anybody worthy to be in a relationship with.
Okay, so you're enjoying this newfound life.
I am, but I still want a partner.
Okay.
I do. Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and say like, oh, I don't want to be with nobody. Like, I still want a partner, but it got to be the right person.
So right now, you focused on you.
I'm focused on me, but if the right person come along, you know what I'm saying, I'm open to it.
Hey, listen. Hey, you give this, we were talking about this, you travel a lot. How, with the business and everything, do you find the time to even make this happen?
Well, I have the ability to block off my schedule when I want to.
Okay.
So that helps if something comes up. So like, for example, I want a trip to Dubai.
Fuck, who just wants a trip to Dubai? What did you do?
This is what I'm talking about. I just think I got some type of energy going on.
I want a trip to Dubai. What?
I'm telling you, opportunities come to me.
Okay.
So Jet Black Travel Group. Shout out to y'all. They basically had a little sweepstakes going on,
Mm-hmm.
and I just commented on the picture. I didn't think I was going to win or anything. Like, it was like comment and like or whatever.
Yeah, you could win. You actually won one of those?
I won. I won the trip. I went on the trip in 2022.
Okay.
2020. Was it last year? These years are flying by. Yeah, it was last year, March, I believe.
Oh wow.
So basically, two other people had won, but they couldn't go. We had like 2 weeks to go on this trip. Like, it was such
fast.
short notice.
It was fast.
Yeah, that's why the first two people that won, they couldn't do it, so they ran the little thing again, and my name popped up. Like, I saw it pop up.
Look at God.
Look at God. I was like, I can't believe I won something. Like, when he DM'd me, I was like, oh, this got to be spam. Then I went on his page. I'm like, no, this is real.
Mm-hmm.
Went to Dubai. The itinerary was taken care of. I had to pay for my flight, though. So let me tell these people out here.
You gonna talk to them?
PayPal Pay in 4 is a great option. Okay? If y'all need to get a flight, hop on that PayPal Pay in 4. It is not interest. It's not credit.
She's like, bust these payments down.
Bust them payments down if you need it. You can travel more.
You said you were in the beauty industry, makeup and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that the beauty industry kind of adds to body dysmorphia from girls not looking pretty and everything like that? From your firsthand experience.
No, but I think that we cater to it. Mm-hmm. Whatever people want, we have to follow the trends and we have to provide the services for what's already out there. Mm. I think it's social media, maybe the music industry, like people follow behind celebrities a lot and influencers and stuff. So I think when they see that, then they're like, ooh, I like that. I want that. And that's...
Is this a trend? Like how BBLs used to be a trend and now it's like nobody wants a BBL now?
They don't? They still don't want BBLs. I still hear folks talking about they want a BBL. Even with folks dying on the table, they still...
Listen, what do you think about that, the beauty industry now? Like, a lot of women, like you said, are going towards the trends, and that's what they want to do, no matter if it's going to possibly kill you.
That's sad to me, honestly. I am very strong-minded. And I also feel like I can't talk because I have a really nice body. So it's hard for me to talk about this.
Did you work on that with genetics?
It's genetics, but I've always been athletic. Like, I've played basketball when I was in high school.
Okay, that makes sense.
I ran track, so I think that has a lot to do with it, honestly, and genetics too. And genetics.
But a lot of people will say you're blessed with that. Like, you have a body, so you don't think about it.
I'm also into fitness too. Like, I will work out. There's a lot of people who are like, that ain't gonna work for me. It's not gonna get me the body that I want. I had a best friend who was like that. Like, she just was so into BBL. And I was like, well, if you're gonna spend thousands of dollars on a BBL, why don't you spend it on a trainer? Like, trainers are expensive. Just spend it on a trainer. They're gonna hold you accountable. She wasn't having it. She's like, no, I'm gonna go get it done. I was like, okay.
Did she go get it done?
She did.
Are you against men getting the surgeries now? Because what's the new thing now?
Weird.
I think people getting men getting surgery in their knees to be taller now.
I saw that video. That's just OD because he was all crippled and stuff. You gonna cripple yourself for that?
You gonna be down bad for a while.
Down bad for what?
Cause people like that. Men getting abs and shit now.
Man, look, I don't know about all that. That's too much. I ain't with that. I'm not attracted to that.
So if you didn't know, would that be?
It would turn me off. I would be turned off.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I would. I don't think I would be turned off by the little wigs that the men get though, because I be feeling bad. I be feeling bad for them. Like, and sometimes it looks really good.
Oh.
But I mean, if we like in the shower together or something, and his hair get wet and it fall off, then that's another story. But
not you gonna pack your man up. You would say, hold on. Matter of fact, no, because I told you your clients sent me a bunch.
I need to know because I didn't know folks was out here with questions.
Her name is going to be, because she told me to give you another name.
Why?
Hey, listen, you had to ask her. Mia is actually the name. She said, with everything going on, because she knows you're moving to Atlanta, she wants to know, what is the best phase of your life so far?
The best phase of my life so far? Phase, like...
This up to you. I don't know what phases of your life.
I would say right now.
Okay.
Because I have been really in tune lately, like, with what is right for me. I feel like it's all starting to come together. I felt very like stagnant before, and I'm starting to feel like things are coming together for me now slowly. So I would say now.
So now
I'm finally leaving, so I'm happy.
Why are you making it sound like you had the worst time here?
It's just been, it's been like people been too finicky here for me.
The client base,
not consistent,
or just friends,
clients, family. Some friends, even the dating scene is terrible. It's not been the best.
Do you even have time to enjoy that with rent? Because you have a whole salon, it's a studio, so you have that. You got like 2 other businesses going on. Do you even have the time?
I make time for what I want to make time for, and other people don't have that philosophy, and it pisses me off because I'm busy as hell and I still make time. And I've experienced in dating guys being like not showing enough interest, not doing enough. And I'm like, I make time. Like, I don't understand.
But coming from a business side of it, you understand how important time is.
Yeah.
But you have to be in a life position to know that, like, damn, I got to do this, this, and this. If I can etch out 2 hours for you and it don't go,
I don't.
Could you be taken care of, though?
Could I be taken care of by a man? I think I could. As I'm thinking about it, I'm still pondering on this because, that topic comes up so much.
Yeah, could you? Because I think the most recent one was what? Gabrielle Union was saying her and her man splits the bills 50-50. Could you 50-50 it?
I did 50-50 with my ex-husband. It was completely fine to me because it worked for us. And like, I'm always commenting on these posts. I'm like, do what works for y'all. Stop all this 50-50 and traditional. Who cares? Do what works.
But people think the traditional way because they look at their grandparents or whatever, and they say, "Oh, that worked for them." This is that was different.
1920, bro. It is 2023. We having mass shootings every day. Okay, it's a whole different time. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, what are we really?
So are you non-traditional?
Yes, because I want to do whatever works with me and my partner. Honestly,
okay.
I'm not saying I'm not that person that's like, I want my man to take care of me. I do want him to be a provider. But I want to do my part. So I want to bring something to the table. Like, I want to bring, because I feel like we're a unit. And like, I grew up with both of my parents. I watched them work together all my life.
See, you come from different. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like, when people talk about this, like they're separate units, I'm like, you are one. Like, I don't understand what y'all talking about here. Like, I'm so confused here. Like, I literally saw my dad may have had a job. My mom may have not had a job. My mom may have had a job. My dad might have been, going through some things. So they always had to like figure it out.
And that seems like that's always what you were doing. You were the relationship, the business. You always was I'm gonna figure it out.
Oh yes, yeah. I'm solution based. I'm very solution based.
You're giving me more energy of you're a lot logical. Like,
I am very logical.
That is different.
Aquarius. We're logical.
That is different. A lot of women are emotional based. And you're like, this does not make sense. Regardless of how I feel, this does not make sense.
Yeah, I'm very logical.
Did you learn that from your parents, or that's just how it happened?
I think a lot of it came from how I was raised, but I'm an Aquarius. I'm into astrology, and I really feel like that has a lot to do with it. You're an
astrology girly.
I am. I'm an astrology girly. I believe it. Yeah. I think it has a lot to do with me being an Aquarius. We're very logical. We're very analytical. You have to stimulate us mentally before anything. So, yeah.
What was the last thing that stimulated you mentally?
The last thing that stimulated me mentally. So I'm actually dating this guy, and it's the first time.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I'm talking to this guy.
He from Baltimore?
He is from Memphis.
Oh, fuck! I thought we had one. I thought we had one, boys.
We ain't gonna have one. We're not about to have one. Okay, because he ain't been acting right. I don't know what's up with him.
How is that?
What?
How is dating a guy from Memphis?
Well, he's also like living in a different country right now. He's living in Thailand. He's like an expat, and I'm all into the whole travel thing too. So, yeah, I'm with it. We're not in a relationship, but if we were,
So your man is in a whole nother continent.
I'll be there soon.
So that's your man. Like, you're not seeing anyone else. That's
We're not
your
in a relationship, but he's the only one I'm dating right now. He's the only one I feel is worth it.
To you, right? What is a form? Even there you go. For him being a continents away, what is a form of intimacy that you provide, or he can provide you? Or you can just use it for couples in general when there's distance, when there's no sex. What is a form of intimacy that you can use?
We talk a lot about our day. Like, what are we doing? How are we feeling every day? How are you feeling right now? What's going on right now? I don't know. It's just really deep conversations all the time. We have very deep conversations. But he's just very interested in my life and what I have going on. And I've never experienced that. I've never had somebody ask me so many questions about just everything. And I love it. I'm like, dang.
You seem like you're an open book.
I'm an open book. I want somebody to like ask me questions and act like you really care about what I got going on.
And you find that to be a rarity.
It's a rarity. Yeah. Yeah. I've had guys just be very basic with me. Like
You're logical. She said you gotta stimulate my mind.
You gotta stimulate my mind. This man asked me, what did he ask me? He asked me something about school because I'm going back to school to be a therapist, and he was like,
"Oh, another one, DJ Khaled, another one." Okay.
He's like, "Are you going back to school? Like, what's your reasoning for that? Like, are you doing this? Like, how do you see yourself in the next few years doing this?" I'm like, "Yo, nobody's ever asked me this." This man said he wanted to see a paper that I wrote. Nobody I've ever dated asked me to see a paper that I wrote. I was like, wow, you want to see a paper? You want to read my paper? What? You actually care? Yeah, nah.
What does a safe space look like for you?
A safe space? What do you mean?
When things are going haywire, like that crazy event that just had, what does a place you can go look like where you can decompress? Is it a person? Is it a location? What does your safe space look like where you can let everything out?
Somewhere outside. I love outside. I love nature.
You're a nature girl.
I'm a nature girl.
You're everything girly.
I'm a nature girl. Yeah, I'm everything girly. I'm not, I got a lot of layers to me. Excuse me, but definitely somewhere outside, a waterfall somewhere.
Water is your thing.
Water.
Aquarius. Okay. Water is your thing. Right now, with everything that you had going on, with you hiring employees, even though you don't think you're successful, why?
I don't think I'm where I want to be at.
But are you successful though?
Yes, I'm going to claim it. I told you I'm claiming this.
Okay, let's claim it then. We're going to go all the way. Right now, in the DMV area, since you've been doing this for such a long time, you can add yourself to this. I'm going to make it hard. Top 4 esthetician, whatever.
Esthetician.
There you go.
There we go.
And soap girlies. Do you believe you're a part of that top 4 group?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Because I'm so passionate about what I do. I give people a little extra when they come. Like, I educate them. I follow up with them. I text them like, hey, how your skin doing? How you feeling? Like, did you like that soap that you bought? Or,
your customer service base is amazing.
I don't play about customer service. I always think about like, how would I want to be treated if I came into an establishment and I was looking for services, especially my skin or my vagina. What? No, I'm not about to play with people, man.
Do you wax men also?
I actually have my, I would say like my 3rd male client tomorrow morning.
How is that?
I do not have this on my service menu.
Why not?
Only by referral. Only by referral. When I first became an esthetician, I was in a lot of groups on Facebook.
Okay.
And they were talking about how men were like ejaculating. And they were like texting them weird stuff. And I was like, oh, nah, I'm not taking this off my menu. You won't get me. Nope. So, yeah, I don't got time for that. So, the guys that I've taken, they were professional. They were cool. Like, yeah.
What was your...
Yo.
What do you do, like, with your, I guess, your checklist? Do you tell the ladies and or men on referrals, hey, clean first, take a shower first, or you straight out the gym? Wow, this is where you at.
I guess I just assume that they'll take care of that before they come.
Do you speak on it if it's not?
I have not experienced that. There's a lot of people who wax who have experienced, like, dingleberries and musty smells and all type of stuff. Yeah, it gets crazy out here. But those are mostly the people who like only specialize in waxing, so they're waxing all day.
Oh, that's all they
They're
see.
getting all type of
That's all they see.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm doing all type of stuff. So, but I've never experienced that. I've been doing this for 5 years now.
And you've never experienced it?
No, people who are clean. They take showers or they wipe themselves before. Shout out to my clients.
Well, I got a question from you from Jay.
Who is Jay?
Woo! Jay says, how do you approach developing a personalized treatment plan for clients with specific skin concerns?
Who is this? An esthetician? Or is this a potential client? Hey, Jay. So I have something called a new client bundle, which I recommend for new clients. It consists of a consultation, a mini facial, and they get a kit of my skincare line to take home. What I just use on their face in that mini facial. So in that moment, I talk to them about what's been going on in their environment, maybe hormonal changes, stress, what are they eating? I'm always like, what you eating? You been drinking a lot?
It all plays a part.
It all plays a part. It's our largest organ. And sometimes people are like, why is my face breaking out? Why I got this one bump? Because it's your skin. It's going to break out. Like, you're not going to always have this crystal clear skin all the time. So when I do the consultations, I consider all of that. I look at their skin. I tell them their skin type. People do not know what their skin type is half of the time. They like, I'm oily because I had a little oil. I'm oily.
I always hear that. I'm oily.
I'm oily. Just because you had a little oil doesn't mean you're oily. You could be combo. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I tell them their skin type. I use the products on them. And then I take them over to the retail side and I tell them what products they're going to be taking home and how they're supposed to use it. I write it down and then I follow up with them a couple days later. Like, how's the skin products working?
Are you affordable?
Very affordable.
You by choice? Do you feel like you should be charging more for your product?
For my services or my products? Or both?
Either or, both. Let's do your products.
Products? No. Products, my skincare line is fairly new. So at this stage in my life, I don't be playing about the whole being cheap thing. So I think...
Oh, you're not doing it. You're not going to lowball yourself.
I'm not going to lowball myself. But they're really a good price to where I'm not lowballing myself. And it's not knocking people over their head. Because I also believe like people deserve skincare that is like affordable. It doesn't have to be. Like they have... some spas have retail that's like $80 for a cleanser.
Yes.
I don't think your cleanser should be $80 for you to get results. I don't think it got to be that much. That's ridiculous.
Are you is this what you do full time?
Yes. But I do have a part-time job. I just got a part-time job because it's been slow. Using my bachelor's degree. So.
And what is the part-time?
PRP, so a psychiatric rehabilitation program.
Because you sold me, for everybody in the city, you used to be at bookings.
Yeah. That was my full-time job before I quit. That was my last full-time job. That was the best paying too for a bachelor's degree.
Job.
Yeah, for psychology. Well, no, it wasn't. We were a contractor. The company I worked for, it was a contractor, but still corrections within itself is a lot of money.
How was it being in corrections?
It was not as bad as people made it seem, but my job was cushiony.
Okay.
Because I was on the mental health floor. They're locked in there for 23 hours. They only get to
23 and 1.
Yeah, 23 and 1. So they came out for that 1 hour for maybe my group.
And they spent that 1 hour with you?
So they were happy to see me.
I'll be happy too. I ain't seen nobody in 23 hours.
They was happy. They was like, Miss Hakim, what's up? Yeah, we had a good time in there. I ain't have no problems with them. So
eventually you stopped being nervous.
Yeah, I did eventually.
Right.
There was some really wild folks in there. But the COs was not going to take them out. They're going to tell you, no, if you want to take them out, the sun going to be like, no, we're not taking them out. So I was pretty safe. And then they were also in handcuffs while we were doing the groups. They were naked in a smock and they had handcuffs on. Yeah.
How long did you do this?
I did it for a year and a half, almost 2 years before I got my suite.
So hold, you mean to tell me, because I talked to you for a while before this show started.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know how much he told me. But you full on are a business owner. That is it.
Now.
Are you happy?
I'm excited. Recently, I've been a little down in the dumps about it, but I've been trying to keep myself positive.
Why are you down in the dumps about it?
Well, because as entrepreneurs, we have the ups and downs.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in a period where I feel like, I wouldn't say it's a down period. I don't want to speak that, but it's just one of those periods where I'm like in a transition mode.
Okay.
So it's not where I would want things to be. And this has also been the slowest in business for me since forever.
It seems to me from talking to you, with you saying this being the slowest, it seems to me that you have had success for so long, steady success, that first dip is fucking you up.
Yes, that's exactly what's happening. And I try to tell people about it, and they're like, girl, you shouldn't be. But I'm like, y'all don't understand
You never experienced it.
Yes, it's a new feeling. It's a new feeling. I'm trying to figure out how to navigate it because I'm always like gun-ho about being positive and not speaking certain things. I'm like, I can't be out here being negative. I got to really be strong about this. Like, it's temporary. It's temporary. It's temporary. But yeah, it's my first time dealing with this.
Do you feel like now going through all this that entrepreneurship is still the way for you? Like you don't want to use your degree and go full-time be a therapist?
Well, I don't want to be a full-time therapist at all. I want to do part-time. Therapy, being a therapist provides flexibility.
Okay.
Right? So I can do teletherapy. I can create my own schedule. I can not have to sit in an office. So that's the things that I go for. Things that create freedom for me and flexibility.
All right.
So when I do get my license as a therapist, I don't have to work in an office and I don't have to do it full time. I can do it part time. I can take as many clients as I want.
Let's say this business of yours blows up. Let's give you a number, $1 million a year. Would you still do therapy?
Probably so. Part time still. I probably
so you're actually passionate about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm passionate about healing within itself. If we just make that an umbrella, for me, like healing people is just my thing.
What made that become your thing? Like, how old were you? What happened to make healing like this is my thing?
Well, when I became an esthetician, but my mom has been reading tarot cards all my life. My grandfather, he was into the herbs and stuff like that as well. So it's just kind of in our blood, and mine ended up being the skin. Like my mom, she has her PhD now. She's doing counseling and stuff like that.
Oh, she come from a nice household.
She just got her PhD at 60. Shout out to mom.
Shout out. Ain't never too late.
It's never too late, y'all.
Oh.
So it just runs in the family, like the whole healing side of me. So yeah, but I didn't actually figure out that was my thing until I became an esthetician and I realized how like I was really into helping like my people with their skin. And I was like, yeah, this is for me. I like this.
What was the highest point for you business wise?
The highest point business wise, I would say I made my business made. My business made. Let's be clear, I didn't make this. Okay.
Please tell people the difference. My business made versus I made is two different numbers.
It is. Glam Empire Studio made $11,000 one month.
11 G's?
11 G's.
Girl, you jumping out the window, ain't you?
Yeah, I was proud. I was like, okay. All right.
Okay, now tell people out of that 11,000, how much did you personally take home?
I don't know. That money went to my rent is $1,589 at my shop for 3 rooms. Okay, that's a big chunk right there. You got all these freaking products. When you doing spa stuff, you got all these gauze and Q-tips and wax. The wax is crazy expensive. The freaking skincare products are expensive. I don't even know how much I paid myself, honestly. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know, but it wasn't that much. And I don't be buying no designer stuff or nothing like that. So
you pretty much everything that you make going right back into the business.
It go back into the business. And when I do pay myself, it's just I pay the bills.
And that's it. You make your soaps where? At the business or at your house?
At the business. I used to make it at my house when I had a house. But now I make it at the shop.
What happened to your house?
I sold it.
You were in the city?
Yeah, I was in the city. That was the house that me and my ex-husband had together. And when he left...
How long were you in the house after y'all split?
5 years. I was in the house for 5 years.
Wait, so hold.
Take care of it by myself. 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms.
So wait, y'all were together for 5, married for 1, divorced, and then you were just at the house for 5 years.
And I think I had a connection to it because I started my business in that house.
Yeah, you had an emotional investment.
Yeah, I was like, I could still keep it, and where am I going to do my soaps and da-da-da-da, and
you got emotionally attached.
I think I did.
You did.
Yeah, I didn't know that I could sell it, and I wasn't educated about that stuff, and I also felt like it was going to be a lot.
Well, that was your first house?
Yeah.
So you a first time homeowner too?
I owned a home, man.
How old are you?
I am 32, man. I've done a lot.
So
I've lived like 5 different lives. I always say this.
And you sold it. Did you give some of the money to your ex-husband?
He wanted 50%, but he didn't get 50%. I'm just gonna say that.
You ran off on the plug. Okay. All right. Would you get married again?
I would, but he would have to be. I know now what I want. I know exactly.
Shit.
I know exactly. I have been married.
Does he have to be black?
Yes.
You one of them girls. Not to miss healing. I'm here for my people.
I love my black men. Y'all can call black men whatever y'all want to call them, honey. I'm gonna be with a black man to the day I die.
So nobody has a shot.
I mean, if he mixed, maybe.
She said if he mixed.
But he got to be mostly black. He can't be like pale.
So white.
He can't have no pale penis. It can't be pink.
So wait,
I don't want to see no pink penis.
So you've never dealt with a white man?
No.
Oh.
I'm not attracted to white men.
At all?
I mean, what's his man name? What's Aquaman?
I was about to say Jason Momoa.
Yeah, Jason Momoa, but he ain't really white.
He ain't really white. Just
he Mediterranean or something.
Yeah, you ain't gonna do a Ken, a Bob or something. You're not.
Yeah, not a Bob.
Okay.
No Tom, no Bob.
So do you think what you just said lowers the dating pool for women when they say, "Oh, I'm only going to date a black man"?
I think if we talk about statistics, because I'm logical,
you cutting it down a lot. A lot.
I mean, I guess if we're talking about, I don't know, from what I hear, it might be tough because a lot of our black men are in jail. And
can we stop this? I'm on you right now. I'm on you right now. As a black man,
what's going on?
I'm speaking for us right now.
Okay, what's going on?
Do you know how tough it is to hear from our black women that it's hard to find a good man because we're either in jail, we're abusive, no degree, but like you just said, there are men. When people say 50% of black men are not in jail. We got to cut that down.
What's the percentages?
It's probably like 15 to 20, somewhere in there.
Okay, and this is like in America.
Yes.
Okay.
But it makes black men feel like we already got the stigma that you guys want us to be successful. Yeah. Want us to have a college degree. You want us to be assertive. Got to be attractive. Mental health got to be right. Family got to be right. The plight for a black man to be attractive to a woman is a lot. Yeah. When really for black women, we do, as men, we don't see that as like, oh, you got to be successful. Oh, you got to be this. For us, it is bare bones as, do I like you?
That's not really that good though.
But we're willing to take
standards be kind of low sometimes.
But how you make us feel is all we care about.
I completely agree with you. I think our my lovely black women be wilding sometimes. I really
today's
agree.
Standards black women?
Yes, I really agree with that, honestly. I really do. I want us to calm down.
Why from a woman's side, why is it like that? Because most of the world is not for black men in NBA, sports. You missing out scientists.
Oh, those be the ones.
Scientists, tech guys.
The geeks be the ones.
No one's checking for them. For black men, it's like we gotta supersede everything. We have to supersede.
Yeah, that's gotta be a lot.
It is.
You already gotta be a provider, and God, I can only imagine. I always think about men, like what y'all go through, man. It's gotta be a lot.
It's tough.
Yeah.
And then that's how we become fuckboys. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm one to try to understand all perspectives. I can see that. We have to, I think collectively, black men and women need to do better in general. But if we're talking specifically about black women, I think we need to really consider our black men's feelings and watch what we say and just our standards. Not lower our standards, but just kind of consider more than like this generic foolishness.
Like how you got divorced because he wasn't assertive.
Oh, baby, that's on my list now. Are you assertive? No. You a mama's boy? Oh, no.
What does assertive look like? Because for me, I like assertive women. I am naturally a dominant person. Mm-hmm. So yes, in certain situations, I can lead and I got it. I'm very confident in it. If we need to guide this relationship, I'm there. Mm-hmm. But I'm also confident I can chill. You got it. I trust you enough that I don't always have to be the leader. You got it. I trust you enough.
Though.
Right.
That's good. That's balance.
But you don't want the balance.
I do want balance. I want when the time is right, if some foolishness is going down, I need you to step up as a man and say something. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. Don't be like, well, I didn't see it. I didn't even know that was going down. Have you ever been to Loafers? Have you ever been to Loafers?
Yes, I've been to Loafers.
I'm going to give you a quick little story.
Okay.
My ex-husband was at Loafers one time. He was sitting next to me.
Okay.
And we were with our friends who were a couple right next to him.
Okay.
And then, the bar table is right here.
Right.
It's some drunk dude across from us with his friend.
Okay.
Wilding. Trying to grab me. I don't know what he was talking about. To this day, I don't know what he was talking about. But I'm sitting here freshly married. And I'm like, oh, I know my husband about to say something. I'm going to just sit back. This fool didn't see nothing.
Did he legitimately wasn't what his attention elsewhere and only you seen it? Because that's a possibility.
Bruh, I need you to read the room. I need you to know what's going on out here. I need to feel safe. As a woman, I need to feel safe. I need to be with a man personally that's always on point. I don't like when the guys are like overly paranoid because these hood dudes out here.
See, now you want what you want from us.
I need balance. I need balance. I need you to read the room, but you don't have to be doing too much. I'm not saying be out here wilding. But I'm saying like read the room. Why are you ditzy? Why is your head up on Saturn somewhere?
So you're saying have fun, but understand your surroundings.
Understand your surroundings. Something can pop off. You don't even know what's going on. Oh, I didn't see it.
You can notice it, all right, but go and do what you know, but you notice it.
Yeah. Yeah, notice it and like address it.
Did it make you look at your man a different type of way?
Yes. Like he was pussy. Yes. We are in a hood bar, bro. I like going to hood bars sometimes.
So are you Sadiddy or no? Because you're from Georgia, so I don't know.
I think Georgia girls give you a little bit of everything.
Don't they?
A little bit of everything, okay? We not like...
we can fit in all rooms. We can
fit in all rooms, okay? So, I like a hood bar sometimes. I like the bougie stuff.
Okay.
I know how to fit in where I fit in, but if we are in a hood bar together...
Understand the room.
You got to. The liquor is stronger. The men
are wilder.
You know what I'm talking about? Like, that's a mix right there. So, you need to be knowing what's going on.
How do you argue? I
haven't argued in a while, but I used to be very toxic with the arguing. Like I would be like ruthless with things that I would say.
Oh, you cutting deep.
Because I'm actually always like this, and if you get me upset, you did something like you said something that was just
because it's outside your norm.
Yeah. Like I'm not typical. Even if it's something I don't like, I can talk about it. I can be logical and I can like not let my emotions take over. But the minute that you disrespect me, nah. Yeah, nah.
So,
but I've grown.
Right now, naming no names. What's the most disrespectful thing you ever said to a man in an argument?
Disrespectful thing
or anything disrespectful.
It was probably, I don't know what I said, but it was probably one of the relationships I was in after my marriage. He was actually living in the house with me, and I was like throwing his stuff down the steps.
Oh, you was a motherfucker.
To get out. Yeah, because he said something disrespectful to me, and I was like, yeah, you got to get out. He was already packing his stuff, but I was like, nah, you gotta go.
You petty.
You gotta go now.
You petty.
No.
You talk about. Are you easy to be with?
Yes.
You threw a nigga shit down the steps that was already leaving.
He deserved it. He was being disrespectful. He was being disrespectful. You're in my house, bro, and you're making like $12 an hour.
Here we go. You see how you cutting us at the knees? Do you see? The motherfucker was good enough to be with, sleep with. Now you were making $12 an hour.
Really, it wasn't about that. I'm just talking shit.
So
it wasn't about that. It was about the fact that, yeah, he just wasn't trying hard enough. He wasn't trying hard
Did
enough.
you have a fuck girl era?
Yeah.
How long did it last? You say you got married, got divorced, and then you did relationships.
Maybe like a year.
How was it?
Fulfilling but exhausting.
What made it exhausting? Coming from somebody who used to be in this fuckboy era, how was it exhausting?
Just dealing with all these different energies. Mm-hmm. And they were the wrong energies because I was attracting that because I was on my fuck girl era. So, yeah, it was just not.
And you've never cheated?
I have cheated before. I've cheated before.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. I wouldn't cheat now, though. That's childish as hell.
What made you come to that conscious decision that you were going to cheat?
No, he cheated on me.
So it was like a get back cheat.
Yeah, I used to really be like that. Like, if you do something, I'm going to do it back. And I'm going to do it harder. And I'm going to do it in your face.
Did you go out your way to find out if he was cheating?
I saw his phone. I don't remember how I got
Look, man, she's seen his phone.
He gave me his phone. He gave me this extra phone he had or something. And I went through it.
Why?
Because I didn't trust him. I would not do that now. I learned from these toxic situations. I would never look at somebody's phone now. Whatever is going to come to me, it's going to come to me.
You going to cheat. I'm going to let you cheat in peace. I'm not looking for nothing.
The energy it takes to look for stuff and then how you
then hold on it.
You see it. Man, you going to find it. You looking for it, you going to find it.
So how'd you go about cheating? What'd you do? New guy, random guy?
I think it was somebody I was already like previously dealing with.
And you told on yourself? Like you told him that you cheated?
He found out because this was at the first college I went to, Albany State.
Okay, Albany.
Shout out to ASU. The first HBCU I went to. Shout out. Yeah, he found out because like on the yard, everybody know what's going on the yard. So
if you went to HBCU, you know about that yard.
You know about the yard.
You know about that yard.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a little toxic relationship. Yeah.
Do you feel like right now you could take back a cheater?
Hell no.
Hell no?
Nah, I don't think so. Because I think I'm really easygoing and I'm very like, I'm not going to say like I'm just okay with certain things, but I feel like if you're interested in exploring with somebody else, like you could just talk to me.
So you're not monogamous?
I am monogamous, but I have explored the whole poly stuff. I don't know if that's for me.
Okay.
But I do realize that like I would rather somebody be honest with me. Mm-hmm. And I have like dealt with women sexually before. Mm-hmm. So
are you bisexual or you just tried to know you out?
So is bisexual like when would you be in a relationship with a woman?
Like you will casually have sex with women?
I casually have sex with women. So like if I have a boyfriend and we have like a really like solid foundation, I don't mind us having a little girlfriend on.
Do you think monogamy works today?
I've been thinking about this a lot. I'm really leaning towards no. I'm really leaning towards no. There's so many women out there. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's a lot going on out there. I don't really.
You talking to women love the idea of monogamy, and monogamy had its place because if I knew you're pretty much all I knew.
Yeah.
Now I have everyone.
Everyone is everywhere. They're everywhere, and I'm not saying that like
I can be in a relationship with you, but you think that I will only be sexually attracted to you, or vice versa, to be with a woman.
Women be really getting pissed. Like, you looked at her ass. Yes, I'm looking at it too.
Yes,
like,
she's attractive.
She's attractive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I understand if you feel disrespected, like if they touch the person.
Yeah.
You know, but like, nah, I'm a realist. I'm very logical in my thinking. So
I think that's I think the traditional way, no one talks about how traditional can go out of style and there can be a new tradition. Like now there is polys and swingers. because I could love you to the moon and back and have sex with someone else, with you, without you, and you will still be my whole centerpiece.
Yeah.
Because for men, it's sex. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't want to build a life with this woman. You are who I want.
Yeah.
But women entire that like, okay, but if I come to you as a man and say, listen, you're not doing it for me sexually. I want to be with you, but sexually, you are not it for me.
Damn. Now that's a whole nother thing right there.
Now, what we gonna do? Because I want you, but you're not pleasing me now.
That happens?
Yes.
Wow, that's very interesting.
Yes. To me, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, but what makes you want to be with that person though? Like
me, shit, everybody knows. Clip it. I used to do porn.
Okay.
So for me, sex is a very small part because I know I have that. Like I'm gonna get you right. But I'm like you, I want to be mentally stimulated. And if you can mentally stimulate me, I will stay with you if your sex is bad. Because the chances of me going out and the sex being bad for me personally is high now because I've acquired more now. Okay. So I want to like you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So I'll stay with you like, I fuck with you.
Yeah.
Don't ever think I'm here for the pussy, baby.
Damn, I would feel bad though. Somebody tell me, you guys wanted for me. I need some more. Damn.
Oh my goodness. Listen.
I don't like that.
It happens. But for you, with everything going on, you move into Atlanta. What is really next for you? Is it the business? Is it a relationship, marriage? You want to open up a new studio? What is the next phase in your life?
I've been really pondering about this because everything kind of fell in line for me for Atlanta. I have somewhere to work. I'll be staying with my best friend for a few months until I get on my feet. I'm dating somebody that's like the best person I've dated in like ever. So I don't know what's in store for me. We'll see.
Oh, you happy?
I am. I really like him. I really like him.
But you didn't answer that question before. You said, because knowing him, sir, I know you won't watch this, so I'm doing this for you.
I'm gonna send it to him. I'm gonna send him the link.
You said you're dating him. Is it an exclusive thing? Like if a man comes down today and he wows you, are you gonna tell him no?
I'm probably I'm not in a space where I really want to get to know anybody else because I have talked to a lot of men. Okay. I'll be like, okay, let me give it a try. And I just be so disappointed. So if I'm finally in a space right now where I feel like I'm finally getting the things that I've asked for, I'm not really interested. Like,
do you get lonely?
I used to, yes. Even when I was like dating people, like, and they weren't doing it for me, I felt so lonely.
Ain't that the fucking worst?
It was the worst. I'm like,
to have people and be fucking lonely?
And people always like, oh, you're so beautiful. I just know you got this and that. No, I don't.
It's a by choice thing, though.
It's a by choice thing because, I could have all the wrong people if I wanted it. But no.
No.
I'm not doing it.
So right now, you in your own bag. You just want to focus on yourself.
Yeah, I got to get myself together to where I feel like I'm in a better space because I was feeling really stagnant. And I think I'm going to finally get a chance to like explore something new and it's going to be exciting for me. So.
Well, listen, I reached out to you because I went through your page and I liked everything about it. I do research on everybody that comes on the show. You are highly recommended. Everything everybody told me about you.
Everybody, what's going on in the
city? Listen, everybody knows you.
That's crazy.
Everybody knows you. Mainly because you have 5-year business that never failed. But whatever, we're not going to talk about that. Everybody knows you, and I'm glad that you actually came. You are fulfilling my month of women empowerment, so I appreciate you.
I really appreciate it. This is my first interview, and I loved it.
And you did exactly how I thought you wanted to do.
Really?
Hell yeah. We had a whole 30-minute interview.
Yes.
Yeah, just don't take you to Vegas, and then,
Look.
She walked to the strip. It was 45 minutes to an hour, but
man, we walked from the stratosphere down to the strip, man. Yeah, that was like a 45-minute walk. That was crazy.
Before we get out of here, do you mix your personal life with your business? Because right now you've been very open. Are you like this with your clients?
Yeah, we talk about personal stuff because it's like when you're in the hair chair and you get hair done and you talk about stuff. it's almost like what happens in there stays in there.
Mm.
But I mean, people might be talking about me. I don't know. They might. I don't really care, honestly.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Because when people didn't show up, you cared.
That's a different story. That's a different story now.
You care.
That's a different.
It's okay to care.
I don't care about like people knowing my personal life.
All right.
I don't care about that. Like, yeah, I don't.
Okay.
Because the reason I don't care is because some of the stuff I share with people ends up being inspiring to them. Mm. And I realize how inspiring I am over time with people saying it over and over. I'm like, oh, okay. So it doesn't really bother me.
Well, you're dope. I will say, if I'm talking to you, this first time ever talking to you, I could see how people can have a long conversation with you because you have goofy moments, but then you have this serious moment. And then I know your mouth is crazy. Like, you're an asshole.
It's a little,
but you definitely good to talk to. So before you leave in September, I'm gonna go ahead and let you shout out your business where people can buy your stuff, see you.
Oh, yes. You guys can go to glamempire.pro, book an appointment if you are into waxing, vaginal steaming. We do corrective skin treatments if you have acne issues, if you have hyperpigmentation issues, or if you just want a facial. We are in Cockeysville, Maryland. And yeah, check us out.
Well, listen, this has been another amazing interview for Vibes Podcast. I'm not going to make you wait. This will be out in like 2 hours once we get done here.
Oh, yay.
So thank you for coming through. If you ever have an event that you actually, give to the public, I will gladly attend.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have any.
Thinking about it. I'm thinking about it.
You should, because September 3rd is when you leave.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing a going away party for the city. Like,
how you gonna get to city? People from Dream and shit gonna be there.
Not Dream.
Loafers, if you seen this woman, don't holler at her. She's overprotective. This has been another lovely episode of the Vibes Podcast, man. Check us out on the next one at Vibes Podcast. At where we on? We're on YouTube, iHeartRadio, everywhere. So check us out, man. If you have a business or you know somebody that's phenomenal, come bring them to the couch. And matter of fact, stay tuned to after this is over. Our lovely studio, and I believe the manager is here. As you can see, the production has been amazing. I'm going to let him come on and tell you where you can get your studio from. And yeah, man, thank you for coming.
Yes, no problem. Thank you for having me.
Thanks. And this is it. Let's touch on the next one.